ESG seems to be the trending word in financial markets as big companies gear toward the interests of socially responsible investors. ESG, or environmental, social, and governance investing, has increased in recent years as issues like climate change, social justice, and other non-financial factors are influencing investors. The COVID-19 pandemic has also boosted the rise of socially responsible investing, or SRI, and impact investing. Well, joining us now to talk more about the ongoing theme of conscious investing is Brendan Caldwell, Director of Caldwell Securities Limited. Brendan, welcome back to Forum Daily.
Great to see you, Nima.
So we're seeing ESGs a lot in the world of investing. So what exactly is ESG investing, Brendan?
Well, I think the point is ESG is not exactly anything. It is, as you say, an emphasis on environmental, social, and governance. And what those three things mean can mean different things to different people. Environmental tends to be a synonym at this point for global warming, but it doesn't have to be. So a lot of the E part has been of late, many investors, particularly institutions, have decided they're not going to invest in fossil fuels. Social is how one has an impact on the greater community. And it can be at one extreme from child labor to, or not using child labor, to other good that you try and do within society. And governance is, again, from the extreme from taking bribes to how your audit committee looks. There is a whole the whole spectrum in each case, and different investors have different emphases on different areas.
So what are some of the ESG trends that you're looking at right now, Brendan?
Well, ESG is, before it had a term, before it had a moniker to it that everybody has latched on to, our firm has always been about investing in companies that at their very core are trying to make a product that does some good in the world. Rather than saying we don't do this or we don't do that, we want to look for companies that do some good and, from the governance perspective, whose managements actually do what they say they're going to do. So for us, the social part of it is that we're trying to buy companies that don't hurt their best customers. So we have never, for 40 years, bought alcohol, tobacco, gambling companies, because those really actually seek to damage the people that use their products the most. So companies that look to provide a socially beneficial product or service.
Now, I've also heard the term impact investing, so that sounds a lot similar to ESGs. What exactly is impact investing, Brendan?
No, I think it's a little bit different, actually. ESG is don't stop it, no, we won't. Whereas impact investing is I'd like to make a difference in this world. I think that this kind of investment is really going to change things. So I want my money to be aligned with my values and investing in things that are going to make a difference. And what that difference is, again, can mean different things to different people, but you can do it both in the public sector and in the private sector. So whether you're investing in companies that have a new solution for the environment or are making a difference from a social impact point of view, or have developed a new technology, you're trying to make an investment to make a difference rather than just saying what you won't do.
All right, Brendan, so we've got impact investing, we've got ESG, and we also have SRI, or socially responsible investing. What would you say are the key differences between these terms here?
I don't know there are different labels. I think what's important, though, for investors and for advisors is to understand what impact, what socially responsible, what environmental impact they would like to have. Because you'd used a wonderful phrase in the introduction, of conscious investing. I think many people invest to the extent they do unconsciously. But if you're actually taking the time to think what matters to you and aligning one's own investment approach with how one actually invests one's money, then I think you're actually going to end up with a better result. It's a modern day extension of what Peter Lynch, the famous money manager in the 80s, had said about buying buying a company whose product you know something about. If you're buying an issue whose product you know something about, you're probably going to do better than the market as a whole.
All right, Brendan, just about 30 seconds left, but let's jump to personal ESGs and how they relate to individual investors.
Well, that's, I think, what I was talking about a moment ago, in that if you are aligning your own investment philosophy with what you believe personally, I think you're going to end up with a better result as an investor because you've done what you suggested at the beginning, been conscious about the investments that you're making. And this is something I think you can talk over with your investment advisor.